Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're going to continue from where we stopped on the topic titled Before You Say I Do. Now, this is a series that I'm trying to do to help young ladies out there in their decisions when they have a marriage proposal. Now, if today is your first time of coming to this channel, my name is Franklin from Couples Talk, and on this channel, we talk about love, we talk about relationship, we talk about marriage and everything in between. So consider subscribing and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that the next time we post a new video, you'll be the first to receive it. And most importantly, watch to the end, like the video, drop me a comment and share with your family members or any single young lady out there. It will go a long way to bless them. Okay? So now, before you say I do, another thing you need to consider, you need to find out if he has a solid financial ground. A solid financial ground and vision. This is something that is a little dicey. We are living in a world today where many young ladies want to get married to a young man who has arrived, a young man who has got money. Now, while that is partly a good thing, it's not completely a good thing because it's not enough for you to get married to someone who has got money. You need to understand that money, and this is very important, money comes and it goes. What sustains money in the hands of a man is vision. So don't be deceived by a guy who has got money now. And because he has money, he's driving a good car, he's living in a good house, he's spoiling you with gifts. It does not mean that the source of his money is genuine. It does not mean that that money will continue with him for a long time. If he's got no proper financial vision, then that money will not stay. So you need to do your own background. Remember, when it comes to marriage, you are not the only one involved here. Apart from the fact that the two of you will start together alone, kids are going to come in. There are going to be a lot of expenses, a lot of bills. And then when these bills surface, is he able to carry on with the payment of the bills? So on the basis of that, you have to check his financial background. Do you realize that there are some ladies today who never, as long as this guy has got money, they don't want to know the source. They don't want to know how he made his money. And we are living in a world today where there are so many young guys out there who are doing so many things just to make money. Many young guys have come to that point where they are going all out to even stain their hands with blood just to make money. They don't care to know if someone is hot. So you have to check his financial background. Does he have a solid financial background? Does he have a solid financial vision? What does he do? What is bringing money for him? Think about it. If that guy is not able to clearly show you what is generating income for him, then you've got to be careful. Now you might say, okay, but at the same time, I cannot get married to someone who is broke. I get it. But let me tell you this. If a guy does not have money, but he's got vision, and he's already working on the vision, then you could give him a chance. There are many young guys out there who has got vision. They may not have the money now, but when that vision matures, the money will surely come. For such people, give them a chance. Give them a chance and see. what happens? Very important. Give them a chance. You might say, oh, but I don't want to get married to this poor guy, this broke guy. Come on. You may start together not having money, but that does not mean it will continue like that. That's the reason you need to know his financial background. What are the skills that he has got? What are his educational qualifications? Now, this is something else. There are ladies today who says, the guy that I want to get married to must be a graduate. He must be educationally qualified. There are some who even says he must have masters or he must have PhD. If you're going to go by that, trust me, you may wait for a very long time without getting married. Don't make decisions like that. After all, it's not every graduate that you see on the street today that has got a job. Don't base your conclusions on that. Rather, get to know his talents, his potentials. Get to know what he is able to do that can generate him some money. There are some people who may not be educationally qualified, but when it comes to skills, like maybe a technician or something, they are good at that. Any man with skills will always have money if he knows how to convert that skills. There are young guys who have prospect. Those are the kind of people you should watch out for. Is that okay? Now, if a rich guy comes to you and the guy has got money and his source is genuine, that's also fine. You can go with that. But at the same time, you should also consider, this guy who has got money, does he have respect for you? You know, riches has a way of putting pride in people. There are many people today who are so rich, and because they are very rich, you know, they don't really care how to speak to people. They are arrogant. They don't want to know how you feel. And they can afford to be dating you, or they can afford to get married to you and still be cheating on you outside, and they feel you have no right, you have no say. So you have to also be careful when you're running after this rich guy. My suggestion is, go by the leading of the Spirit of God. Let God guide you. Let God lead you in your decisions. I'm going to talk about that in another video, the importance of going by the guidance of God. Okay? So you've got to consider this so strongly. And I also want to chip this in. While you are looking for a guy who has got a good financial background or a promising financial background or vision, you should also not be a liability. You know, something I discovered is that far too many young ladies today, they feel that once they are done with school, the next achievement is to get married to a man, and they feel that's the end of it. Once I get married, he starts taking care of my needs. We are living in a strange world today. We are living in a world where there are far too many expenses. A whole lot of financial commitment is out there. And if you're going to get married to a man just to depend on that man, you may not live a happy life. You may not experience financial freedom like that. You will always find yourself having to depend on the man for practically everything. No, it shouldn't be that way. You should be able to have a solid financial vision for yourself as well. It may not be immediately, but at least have a plan, have something that you can do to add to whatever it is that the man is bringing into the house. So you must not be a liability. No man wants to get married to a liability. You should have something that you are doing. This goes a long way to help the man also to have respect and regards for you as well. You get the point now? Because there will always be times when maybe the man may not be having at that time. You should be able to make up for the lack. You get the point now? So this is very, very important. You should also have a solid financial vision. So what financial vision do you have for yourself? What do you do currently that generates income? And don't throw it out. Don't throw it away because you want to get married. You've got to be mindful of that. So take these things I'm sharing with you very seriously, because it will go a very long way to help you. Another thing to consider is that man a God-fearing man. Is that man a God-fearing man? Is he committed to God? Is he committed to worship? Is he committed to service towards God? We always ask young ladies to watch out for these things, because if a man is not committed to God, he's not going to be committed to you. Listen, marriage basically is all about commitment. You've got to be committed to practically everything. Marriage is an emotional commitment. It is a financial commitment. Marriage involves character commitment. It's everything commitment. So, does he have commitment issues? It is true, there are some guys who may not be committed, but they are willing to be committed. Such people can be considered, and you will know when they are willing to be committed. Not a guy whom you are asking, let us go to church. He says, no, I don't want to go to church. You go. Go and pray for me. There are guys like they say, go and pray for me. Such people, when you finally get married to them, do you know what will happen? They will stop you from going to church. While there are some guys also who says, I'm not cut out for this church thing, I'm not cut out for all that. You cannot be going to church when I'm not going to church. And some ladies, they will just go with that decision and they start living with a man like that. It's a big mistake. Don't compromise for anything when it comes to this thing I'm sharing with you. The man you want to get married to should be committed to God. You should see his commitment. You should see his commitment to the church where he attends. You should see his commitment to the service of God, because if he is able to commit in these areas, he will commit to you. This thing is a lifetime. And there are times when in marriage, things could become slow. You're no longer feeling that enthusiasm when you started. You're no longer feeling that love. What keeps you going is commitment. And if he doesn't have that commitment, you're in trouble. Think about it. So is he a God-fearing man? Is he a God-fearing man? Are you a God-fearing woman? I notice that a lot of young ladies, they want this God-fearing man, tongue-talking believer, someone who is devoted to God, devoted to the house of the Lord. They want a guy like that, but they are not devoted. Like I told you earlier, you will always attract your kind of person. So while you are considering this, if there are some things you need to change, then you need to get a work. You need to get a work. Make no mistakes about it. So I want to encourage you in this direction to take advantage of these things that I've shared with you. And that'll be all for today's video. I trust that you've gotten something valuable from this video. If you've done that, I want to encourage you to drop a comment in the comment box. I want to know that which is in your heart. And don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, and also take advantage of my new book, Marriage Made Easy. It's a 14 days devotional that speaks to you in a way that will help you. I'll just drop the link below so you can check the book out to go a very long way to help you. I've made the book as cheap as possible, and I want to encourage you, if you're going for the book, read the book. Make the time to read the book. It's a 14 days program. So you can spend just 10 minutes in a day to go through the articles to bless you a great deal. Okay? If you have questions, let me know about it. You want counseling? Let me know about it. I'll drop the email below, couplestalk1@gmail.com. So you can just go ahead and send me an email. I'll be willing to revert back to you. If you haven't subscribed, don't wait any further. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Join the family And I'm telling you, your life will not remain the same. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that the next time I post a new video, you will be the first to receive it. Until I speak to you again, keep basking in the glory of God. God bless you.